Okay, so today we're going to do a quick market update. Today is June 16th, 2017. And for this week, I just kind of want to look at a few things. We have ES, we have NQ, we have YM, and HG, and just a few other symbols. But I really want to focus just on the Nasdaq, the S&P 500, and the Dow. So for this week, you can see, I mean, the markets have been coming back down for a good little bit of time. So far, everyone's been kind of anticipating a pullback considering how much of a move up we had, and now it's starting to pull back slightly. You can see it more obviously in the Nasdaq in this here because you got two red candles, and ES is starting to pull back as well, but it's never broke 2400. Nasdaq was at 5907, it's come down to 56. The Dow, the same thing, you know, was up pretty high, it's come down a little bit off of its highs, but the Dow is still relatively at a high value. So just kind of one of the things you want to look at as you're trading, if you're new to trading, is looking at how the market closes or how a week may close, just because that lets you know next week what to anticipate. If you're looking at ES right here on a 4-hour chart, it's gone sideways for quite a bit of time here. It hasn't broken out yet, whether to the downside or to the upside. So maybe for next week you'd probably anticipate, you know, that it's probably going to still continue to go sideways. But if you look at a weekly chart, it is going sideways, but sideways to up. So maybe you have a sideways to up kind of analysis if you're looking at this, you know. Let's see here. Same thing for NQ. NQ on the other hand is, you know, has some sideways in it, but it's gone down pretty bad before it started to go sideways, right? So this big move down, sideways movement on the 4-hour chart, and if you go back to a weekly, like I said, it's up to sideways, and even here we're kind of starting to pull back a little bit. So maybe next week we'll get a green candle and it'll start to pull back and go back up to the uptrend that it was doing. Just a few things to look at. My time frames, I use a bunch of time frames next to each other. This is a monthly, a weekly, a daily, a 4-hour, and then even this chart right here is a 5-minute. I try to keep the 5-minute on there just to kind of understand what's happening intraday, how big the bars are there any wicks on the candles, how big are those wicks. That lets me know, you know, if the 5-minute is really turning around aggressively or looks very strong, maybe over time it'll affect the 4-hour, or it might mean the bottom on a 4-hour chart, you know. So those are key things to look at. This is just a really quick market update, like I said. This next one here I'll go to is the Dow. Same thing on the Dow. We got, you know, a lot of sideways movement here in the Dow, but the Dow is kind of like ES, where it's sideways to up and you don't want to bet against it. And on the weekly chart, you don't even have a red candle yet. But for the last few weeks, we've kind of gone sideways. So even when we did go down hard, we came right back, you know, 2 or 3 weeks later. So we haven't really moved much yet. And considering it's the summer, you might not get much movement. So this is just a brief analysis on how I see the markets. I'll be posting more videos in the future just about tech stocks and different companies that I like, options. I also trade futures. So in the future, we'll be posting more videos. But for now, this is Robinson at Set Free Trading, and I hope you enjoyed the video.